Hi guys, this is Drummond Carlson. In today's video, I'm going to give you my review of episode 3 of season 1 of Modern Family. A bad, a bad wing in law, and the uncool, the uncool queen of the nerds. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because it's a three-parter. It's a three-sided episode. So here's the first side. It's about Mitch and Cam. Mitch Mitchell goes crazy at Costco. Goes way beyond the word crazy at Costco. He had never been to Costco, and according to Mitchell, Costco was just a was your normal supermarket. But as we know here in Texas, my peeps, that Costco is much more than a grocery store. And instead of buying a normal number of baby diapers for Lily, Mitchell decides to buy 10 10 10 big size packets or packs of diapers for Lily. Of course, Cameron buys normally like any person would buy, any uncrazy person would buy, funny person would buy at Costco. He Cam told Mitchell to slow down and let we were here for we came to Costco just for Lily's diapers, but Mitchell but Mitchell found a super paper shredder, the a super paper shredder, and he wanted a dolly, a big size dolly, like not a doll, but a dolly. You know, the big like rolling thing. It's like a truck bed, but it's on wheels. It's a truck bed, but it's on wheels. It's a truck bed, but on wheels, without the truck, without the pickup truck, truck component. Now let's go to the second side of this funny episode, and I'll leave the first side just like that. Now let's go to the second. Now, like I was saying, let's go to the second side. Claire and Alex. The side of Claire and Alex. Well, here's the gist of it. Claire was invited to her best friend to one of her best friend's weddings, and she decided to not go alone. She decided that to take Alex with her. But here's the kicker. But here's the funny kicker. Alex is not the dress type. The dress type because she doesn't want to be compared or to be the clone of Haley. And basically Alex is like, I want to be my own style. be my own be my own style. Then eventually Claire says, "Oh, oh." Eventually Claire says, "Okay," but when Gloria when Gloria and Manny when when Gloria takes Manny to Claire's house to Claire's house to fill in Claire's house, meaning his steps, meaning Manny's stepsister, um, to hang out with Luke. Gloria, Gloria offers 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 to take offers to, offers to take Alex to the mall to persuade her to convince her to to convince her smarty pants her her smarty her royal smarty pantsness to buy a dress for the wedding. And Claire, knowing her daughter very well, thought that Alex would say no to the offer, but she did. Meanwhile, for Claire, just Claire by herself, she was in total shock and basically her feelings were hurt, which is understandable. And then and then of it and Manny was and of course Manny was supposed to hang out with Luke and spend and hang out with Luke, but Luke was doing his own thing. He was inside of a he he was inside of a box most of the time. So that's when Manny decided to be the be Claire's Jedi master on how to handle this funny and awkward funny and jealous situation with Alex. And basically Manny told Claire, Alex doesn't want to be like Kingley. By you saying, Alex, I need you to buy a dress, you're transforming her into something that she doesn't want to become, which is Haley, and specifically a dress for a dress for your friend's wedding. Meanwhile, at the mall, meanwhile at the mall, Glory was trying to convince Alex to buy the dress. So they decided to stop for lunch, and this is where it got a little bit funny as well. Alex decided to ask to ask 3 questions to Gloria, and basically one of the questions that she asked was that Alex asked to Gloria, how many tattoos do you have on your person, and and where are these tattoos? And basically and has grandpa seen them? And Gloria said, "Ni, ni, hip, hip, lower, you know, down there, you know, in on down there and somewhere else. And then Alex, then Alex asked, then Alex, then Alex asked, has Grandpa seen them and does he like them? Yes, yes, and yes to both questions. Then Gloria said, okay, and that's enough. That's good enough for me. Now it's my turn to ask you this to ask you a question. Why don't you want to buy a dress? And like I just said, Alex doesn't want to become Haley. She wants to become her own person. And then Gloria said something to Alex that is kind of something good for her by herself, for Alex just by herself. That the waiter that was attending their table smiled at Alex, and Alex was like, no, that is no, that is no, that's impossible. That's impossible. Then Gloria said, why do you think we are the only table with breadsticks? Now, the third part of this three-sided episode, the Phil and Jay part, the Phil and Jay, Phil and Jay. Now, Jay has many hobbies. Jay, he's not a hobby guy, but he has picked up a hobby that is pretty good for him. You know, fly remote control or remote control model planes. And since Phil and Jay haven't spent a dude date like a father-in-law and son-in-law date just by themselves, Claire was like, well, why don't you let Phil come with you? come with you and fly the plane. Come with you and fly the plane. And obviously Phil was like, why? I like to fly my plane alone and relax. And there's some history. Apparently Phil has tried to connect with Jay, but ever since Phil married Jay's little girl, meaning Claire, he put a wall between, meaning Jay has put a wall between himself and poor Phil, and Phil has been trying to break the wall, the big giant wall that Jay has put up, and eventually Claire convinces her father, meaning Jay, to basically let Phil come with you and fly your model plane. So he did. So he did let Phil come and fly the plane with him, but not actually fly the plane. Not actually fly the plane itself. Jay used Phil as his stunt assistant or stunt assistant basically told him to put a that you're going to be my stunt assistant, meaning for one specific trick, one specific maneuver, awesome maneuver called shredding the needle. But 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 Jay missed the target because the target was supposed to be a hula hoop that the plane was that was that the plane was supposed to go through without any issue, and it did. But it went through the hoop, but it went into poor Phil too. Yes, this was a long distance shredding the needle. Yes, Jay did complete shredding the needle. It got through the plane, but it also went through poor Phil. Poor Phil. And what did the plane cause? What did the plane going through Phil do? Well, it busted poor Phil's nose up like he was in an extreme rules match at in ECW for all my WWE fans and for all my ECW and ECW Philly bros and sisters. And obviously when Claire saw Phil and Gloria saw Phil saw Phil they were like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And Jay was basically said that Phil moved and I miscal Phil moved, which he didn't, and then Claire was like to her dad, meaning Jay, Dad, I know you. You don't miss shredding the needle. You did this you hurt Phil on purpose because he's not enough for you. For me. He's not enough for you in your eyes for me. Well, Dad, Phil's trying really, really hard, but you don't let him in. And then then Gloria was like, you don't love your son, meaning you don't love your son, meaning Phil. Then Gloria extended the you don't love your son into you don't love you. So that means that if you don't love your son-in-law, meaning Phil, that means that you don't love Manny. And so in a funny twist of good fortune, of guilt, Jay was like to Phil, I'm sorry, and I'm sorry that I busted you up, 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 and that I impaled you with my that I impaled you with my model plane. Now, now, at this same time as Jay was apologizing to Phil, Cam and Mitch were coming back from Costco, from Costco, and and obviously Phil was like to Jay, giving of a sign, giving him the signal of a hug. Let's let's hug it out. But when Mitchell saw uh, his father letting Phil hug him, Mitchell was like to his to his dad, meaning Jay. Why don't you let Cam hug you? Then Jay was like to Cam, come here, Cam. Then Manny joined in too. So it was a big pile of hug, a big pile of a big pile of a big hug. So, and regarding Alex and the wedding dress that she didn't want to buy, she bought it. She bought the dress with Gloria, and Claire was like, to Manny, you see what Alex does to me. She doesn't want to. She bought the dress. She bought the wedding dress, but not with me. She had to buy it with Gloria, who's not her mom. I'm her mom. So to end this video, guys, the advice is, no matter how well you are protecting your daughter from a unworthy of a suitor or husband. In Phil's case, you need to love your son-in-law, because they are now your son-in-laws slash daughters-in-laws and new members to the family by dating or by marriage, are going to be a part of your family forever, and you need to love them as well. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and if you want to expand your time, and if you want to get notified about my latest videos of Modern Family and my other content, don't doubt it, please, and hit that notification bell. Now, if you want to expand your time here on my channel, and want to listen to my other reviews of the craziness of what Modern Family is and was and still is, don't doubt it for 1 second, and please hit that subscribe button. So with that being said, guys, until we modern again, bye.